Continental V8. We're going to do the alternator. The alternator went bad. The battery light came on. The car stalled. Battery dead. New alternator. In Continental, which is front wheel drive, the engine sits sideways. You have to remove the expansion tank, and there's a bolt here, another bolt on the fender wall, and just pull it out from here. Disconnect the hose for the radiator fit down here. Okay, I removed the coolant tank in the Lincoln engine. Much better now. You can see I have to disconnect the hose and the sensor here, or wire, whatever it is. Now you can see the alternator, and you can see the belt. So much easier to work on right now. There are two 10mm bolts down there for the alternator. This is just like a bracket up here, so it has to be removed. It looks like it has 4 bolts. Let's remove that and then remove the wires, and it should come out. But, the only thing we have to do right now is remove the belt and find the belt tensioner, and this is the tensioner right there. This is the belt tensioner. Now you just put a ratchet. Okay, if you put a ratchet right down here, you'll be able to move the belt tensioner and release the belt. So when you want to do against the belt, you have to take the side skirt or under the car skirt and remove it completely. It will be very difficult to change the entire belt from the top here, but that's where the tensioner is, and I'm going to reduce it. I want to remove it right now. Okay, I have the 3/8 ratchet right on the spot, going clockwise. You can see the belt moving, so I'm going to use both of my hands right now to take it out from the alternator. Removing the 10mm bolt, one on the left and one on the right. The belt is out. Bottom bolts are out. Removing the top, 10mm everything. So this is just like a bracket up here, so it has to be removed. It looks like it has 4 bolts. Let's remove that and then remove the wires, and it should come out. Okay, the alternator looks to be very loose. I'm going to disconnect the wires right now, but before you do that, disconnect the negative from the battery. Remove the loop boot. Expose the 10mm. Remove the wire. Disconnect the other wire harness, and the alternator seems to want to come out. Okay, the alternator, just turn it and it comes right off. So alternator for this little Continental, it's out. Okay, we got a new alternator for the Lincoln Continental. It's a 4.6 Ford engine. Sometimes the engine is sideways. If you see it in a Mustang, it's facing forward. Same principle. Took about half an hour to remove it. I removed the cooler tank and I moved aside the power steering tank. We released the pulley and the belt. Now we're going to install the new alternator, and there is a pipe here. It's on the way. It's metal. It does not flex, so you have to be able to go under like this and turn it upside, and the alternator is already in. So I'm going to get the bolts in, down and up, belt, wires, alternator is done. So right now with one hand I put it into place, and then the bolts, and let's start putting the bolts in. Now the 2 bottom bolts, you can see it, it's open, which means you don't have to remove the bolts at all. You could if on the way, but you don't have to. So right now what we want to do is we're going to make our life easier. Put the bolts on first, then get the alternator in downwards, and up. I'm doing with one hand, try to videotape with the other. So there you go, there are the bolts, and make it to rest, and the alternator is already in place. So the two bolts are done. Put a bracket on the top, and we'll continue with the bolts and the wires. Okay, now install the bottom bolts are on, loose. Now we're installing the bracket. There you go. Guides cellophane, not a difficult job at all. So right now I just have to put the nuts and the bolts on the top of the bracket, tie it all at the same time, make sure it's straight, put the two wires here, and the job is done. Okay, all the bolts are tied on the alternator. Now I'm going to put the belt on, use the ratchet, and go down here where the tensioner. So you clockwise, you can see already moving. So I'm going to use both my hands to put the belt on the alternator. If you need to replace the belt, there is under the car. Under the car now, it's a little plastic here that I removed in case of the crankshaft. So that's how you do it. So at this point, we're just going to put the belt back on the alternator and connect the 10mm wire here and the other wire next to it, and the job is done for the alternator on a 4.6 liter engine Ford. Okay, the alternator is done, the belt is on, the wires are nice and tight, the bracket's tight, everything is cool. Now connect the battery wire and start the engine, and your job is done. Good luck, guys.